So how can I decide where and how should I learn music? Today there are so many possibilities. We are in the 21st century. I can learn in online courses, through YouTube tutorials, and to go to all kinds of masterclass. And I can go on the old-fashioned way, just like to a music school or to a private teacher or to music college. So there are so many possibilities and so many ways these days. And in this video I want to give you a few questions that you can ask yourself, because you know yourself the best, in order to guide yourself, I think, in the best direction, in order to get yourself into the right place to learn music. And just to give the full disclosure, so I myself a music teacher in both music schools and in private sessions one-on-one. And I also produce online music courses because I do understand that the 21st century is gravitating towards online music learning. But of course, the formal and the old learning is also very good, and there are also a lot of students that will benefit and prefer always the real connection with a real teacher. So I want to introduce you to 3 simple questions that you can ask yourself, and by answering them, just start to understand which is the best way for you. The first question will be, what is my main goal? That sounds super simple, right? But did you really ever ask it yourself? What is my main goal? What do I really want to achieve? If I want to be an electronic music producer or a DJ or a songwriter or maybe a piano player or guitar player or a singer, those things are completely different and they surely affect the place that you will decide to go and find your musical education in. If you want to be a music producer, so there are amazing online courses and music producers mentors on YouTube and all around the internet. Of course that you can also find very good music producing colleges. On the other hand, if you want to learn how to play an instrument or you want to learn to sing, I think that in some point you will have to meet a real face-to-face teacher, because you will have to get some very specific techniques about your instrument and to get this face-to-face feedback that sometimes it's a little harder to get on the internet, though it is possible to get. Also, when you ask yourself, what is my main goal? You ask yourself, is it like a developed hobby or a hobby for me? Do I really want to pursue music as my profession? That's an important question as well. So after you understand what is your main goal, the second question you have to ask yourself is, on a level of 1 to 10, how commitment am I to achieve this goal? If your answer is 10, that's great. And if your answer is 2 or 3, that gives you another perspective on how determined you are to achieve your goal. And all answers are okay? There isn't a right or wrong here. It's just to give you, for yourself, the right perspective of what is good for you. So if you want it 10, that means that you will do a lot and you will put a lot of effort in your learning. If your answer is 5 or 6, you can understand that you also have a degree of commitment, but you want suicide for it, right? And it's also fine, but you just have to understand it and to be aware of it. The third question you have to ask yourself is, how much time and money am I ready to dedicate for my music education? Okay, so I think that the most effective, cost-effective way to learn music today, of course, it's online. You can learn so much free on YouTube and on tutorials, so much, really, that you couldn't even imagine that you can get this deep like 10 years ago or something. And of course that you can also sign to some online courses and get even more deeper. If you're signing to a music college or you're going to a private teacher for lessons, so of course it will take more time and it will cost more. On the other hand, you have this amazing benefit of this one-on-one connection with a real teacher that give you an immediate feedback. And I think that's the reason that there are still regular music school and music teacher and not everything is already online, because We still want the one-on-one connection, right? We want the real teacher that gives us the immediate feedback. On the other hand, if you have limited time and you want to study in your own time, in your own pace, and you have enough commitment, right? Because you do have to preserve some willpower to go through this process by yourself with your computer or your iPad or the software you're working with. So online courses and online tutorials and music sites for learning music and music softwares are great for you, because then you can go on your own pace and you can navigate yourself in the exact direction that you want to get. Okay, so I hope those 3 questions will give you a better view about yourself, about your preferences, of how and where you should learn and get your musical education. Music education is still very important today for everyone who is into making music and playing and producing and singing and performing. You still can't just do your thing and never learn anything. You must learn and you must develop all the time. So now, after you did this short self-investigation, I'll be very glad if you can share with me and with us where and how do you think it's the best for you to learn music for your goal. I'm sure that in this way you will inspire me and other friends around here to understand better what is the best way to learn music in the 21st century. Okay, see you soon. Bye.